Hello everyone, welcome to episode 8 of Saguaro Valley. In today's episode we will be building the Arizona State Fair basically. And that is a fair that comes to Phoenix every year or so, I think. I'm not sure about the actual schedule, I don't really pay much attention to it, but it comes here about once a year, and it's basically this temporary installation near this stadium near downtown Phoenix, and yeah, it's just a place to have a good old time, get on some fair rides, and maybe play some arcade games, get some food, and just have a good time with your family or friends, basically. So I went through a couple different iterations of this build. This is basically the final one, or what you're seeing on screen now is not going to be in the final product. So yeah, hope you enjoy the video. So what you're seeing on screen right now is basically my final attempt on creating this state fair, which is the reason for that is because I had issues. I was debating on whether or not to make this its own little island of operations, I guess, because I didn't want cars obviously traveling on here, and I wanted to use some assets or buildings that had to be connected to a road, so I couldn't really just connect the road to the outside world and have cars be able to get on it. So I tried to create the interior using these pathways that also serve as roads, but the thing is I need services to get to those roads, and because I don't want any external cars driving on these, I connected the roads to just a pathway which connects to the entrance of the actual park. And I was hoping that would create this little island of self-sufficiency with the services just hidden inside the park itself, but that didn't end up working out too well because somehow cars just ended up still being able to get onto or inside of the park and just driving around, and I didn't want that at all to be happening because it just looked dumb. But yeah, it's these little colorful tent things that required a connection to the road. And I know I could have just ignored it, it's just for looks, and I could have just ignored it and just used normal pathways that only people can walk on and just have them be complaining about not having a road connection, but I get tired of seeing all the pop-ups and the bubbles just while I'm playing the game. They just annoy me, so I just ended up getting rid of these tents and just replacing them with more of these green props, because yeah, props don't really need services or anything, they're just props, they're just there to serve as good looks, so yeah. And while we spend these last few minutes of the video detailing these freeways just to get them to actually start looking good, I kind of want to complain about something that I've been through lately related to this game. So because I tend to pre-record a lot of my videos and just record in advance, I have a huge backlog, right? And the other day when I was starting to record this video, I noticed that a lot of my newer recordings for episode 12 or something like that, the video was really laggy for some reason, and I was able to pin it down to the fact that it was the game that was running while I was recording. The game was unpaused, so there was cars running around and driving around and all that, and apparently my computer just can't handle that anymore. I don't know how or why, because right now you're seeing this recording and it looks fine. The cars are driving around, and it just looks fine. But I guess after the next 4 or 5 episodes, I'm just gonna have to play unpaused, or paused, or have this speed slider that controls the speed of the game. I'm just gonna have that cranked down to like 10% speed. So yeah, that was kind of a huge headache because I just couldn't figure out what was going on, and I was terrified that maybe I just can't continue the series anymore. So that was a nightmare that I just went through the other day. But yeah, we are now at the end of the episode, and I hope you enjoyed me building the State Fair and detailing these freeways, which needed some revamps anyway, because they just looked hideous just by themselves. So thank you all for watching, hope you all enjoyed, and subscribe for more tree placing tutorials.